Welcome to the Moorhead Sports Center as we're getting ready for girls hockey action here this afternoon as the number one ranked team in Minnesota in Class A, the Warroad comes to town. I can't even speak and we haven't even started, John. Mitch Hansen along with John Cassabud here as the Spuds are going to take on the Warroad Warriors here this afternoon.
Yeah, you got to do your warm-up your exercises with your mouth before you get started.
My vocals.
Okay. No, yeah, it should be a great contest here today. Warroad coming in with an 18-2-1 record, if I'm not mistaken, Mitch, and ranked number one in Class A, Single A. Always a strong opponent for any level, but nonetheless, this year is going to be no exception to that.
Yeah, no doubt about it. They played some of the better Double-A teams. One goal lost 2-1 to Edina. They hung 10 goals on a team who has been ranked in the top 5 in Gentry Academy, and a team that was in the state tournament last year, and probably a stronger team that Gentry has this year. So I would expect that we'll see nothing but their best today. A lot of these kids have played together in the Elite League and over the years in summer hockey and other things, so there's a little bit of that. There's Riley Bartz, who's back in town, who was the leading scorer in North Dakota, and she's put up 41 goals in Minnesota.
Yeah, she didn't waste any time tearing up Minnesota like she did in North Dakota last year and winning a state tournament as well. So here we get going there, Mitch.
Yeah, we got Brewski is going to jump in against Bart. The top leading scoring line in the state, definitely Class A, and probably have Minnesota hockey out there with Kate Johnson, Bartz, and Hendrickson on the other side. And they just great top line for them. So here we go. Moorhead's got it deep into the Warroad zone. Brewski battling along with Cassabud, one there by the Warriors. So here comes Kate Johnson up the ice, kind of a 2-1 possible over to Bartz, who slides off her stick. Nice save there by Crescent, gets her in the game right away, and LeBon picks it up and carries it back down. She's all alone as the Moorhead's gone to a change, flips one towards the net, and the goalie's going to hold on. So a quick transition there by the Warriors and a good opportunity, and Crescent into the game quickly as she taps one with her toes and gets it away, and the Spuds were able to clear after that.
Well, you can see you can't give them a lot of room, and 2-on-1s and odd player rushes coming up the ice because they're dangerous once they cross the offensive blue line in Warroad.
Well, they play with good structure, and you could see it even, watch the JV game, that they have good structure in how they prepare for their games and puck movement. Spuds now got it tied up behind the Warrior goal as Corton comes away with it. Corton looks back, hits over to Clute. Clute going to the middle. She's going to take one. Nope, she's going to slide it. And that is a great play there. Down to Krieg and over to home.
Wow.
That was a fantastic goal there.
Great look by Clute to find Annie Krieg right off the goal line, just to the glove side, the left of Warroad goaltender. One times it over to Bria Holm, and Bria Holm taps it into the empty net. So great start there by this Corton line.
Yeah, that was a great play there. Steffens had no chance at it all. I mean, that was just a nice play by Moorhead. Little tic-tac-toe, and Spuds are up 1-0 here early. 15:54 left here in the first period as we've just gotten going. Now deep into the Spud zone. Tap back there, picked up by the Warriors. Corton's able to get it back, tries to use her feet to get it up the wall, but it's held there by the Warriors. Now picked up by Hardwick. Hardwick tries to get it back, goes to Lindquist, and back down in deep behind the Moorhead goal. Picked up by Corton, back over to Krieg. Krieg has it. She's going to chip it over the head of the defender, but it's picked up again by the Warriors, and it's Sandy who picks it up. She's going to go deep, get a change, and they're going to go a full change there for the Warriors. Now deep again behind the Spuds goal. Picked up by Langto. Langto trying to get it to the front of the net. Now it's back to Comstock. She's going to chip one towards the net just wide. Back out front. Krieg trying to get it out. Now Holmes, she's going to chip it off the glass and go down, and that'll get us an icing and a reset here with 14:50 left here in the first period. 1-0 Spuds, 1-1 on the shots here early here in the first period.
I think the key for the Spuds is, on the blue lines, getting the puck out, getting it in deep. Also, not allowing those odd player rushes up the ice, and just being very solid defensively, I think is going to help the Spuds here tonight.
Feeney now with it behind the net. She circles around towards Salvold. Salvold tries to get it clear and is unable to, and it's picked up by Langto over to Ruley. Ruley back. Another big save there, kind of by Crescent as she gets a foot out and pushes it back to the side. Langto pushes it back in deep. Picked up now by the Spuds momentarily. Ripped around the boards by Strami. Couple Warroad players combine, and here comes Salvold on a 3-2 possibly. Coming down, hits Malquist. She's going to take a shot. That's wide. Chip back up the wall, picked up now by Kate Johnson. Kate Johnson's going all the way wide over to Henriksen. She slides it back. Another nice save by Crescent, and another save underneath her for a second as she gets up. Johnson still has the puck. Johnson gets it back down towards Bart's had it for a second, and they chip it back out. Here comes Kirkaby. Kirkaby has it. She tries to beat a couple people. It's back on the stick. Henriksen, and a nice glove save and held on by Crescent.
You can see that sequence coming up the ice, how they move the puck, that top line here. Got it wide, and Crescent came up big again with a really nice left leg pad save.
She's had 5 saves so far, and I don't think any of them have been easy, not necessarily all goal-scoring chances, but good quality saves by her so far. Bart's taking the draw. She gets beat cleanly by Brewski. Dronan's going to chip it off the wall, but it's not going to go out, and it's right back towards the Spud goal. Blocked there for a second. Now it's Hendrickson. She has it, trying to go through a couple people off her stick back towards Kirkaby. Kirkaby picks it up. No, it's back out to Lindquist. She takes a shot. That's well wide of the net. Picked up again by Hendrickson. Drop back down towards Kate Johnson. Johnson tries to go towards the net, and Dronan does a nice job of chipping it back out to neutral ice for a reset for the Spuds. Casabud goes for a change. Picked up now by Dronan. She goes back up towards Ella Holm. Now it's picked up again by the Warriors. Slide over towards Lindquist. She tries to go up deep into the Spuds zone, and it's picked up there. But Strami does a nice job out muscling it. She's going to get up the ice real quickly. Heading back towards the zone off her stick now. Comstock picks it up. Does a quick little pirouette, and back up the ice she comes. Back down towards the Spud zone. Holm tries to dive, can't quite get there. Comstock puts one on net, and Crescent's going to hold on. So you can definitely see the speed, John, of the Warriors, and no doubt about it. Comstock hit a nice little spin move back there, got her feet up ice and found open ice and gets a shot on net. Not necessarily a great scoring opportunity, but a shot.
Yeah, she's one that back on D does a really nice job for Warroad, and she's always been a steady defenseman. Small in stature, but plays very big.
Puck back into the Spud zone still. Hardwick tries to put it back in. Now it's off a Krieg stick. Corton does a good job of trying to pick it up. Now it's still just outside of the offensive zone there for the Spuds. Clute slides it over to Feeney. Feeney goes up off the wall, and Sandy's there to pick it up. I'm going to have to say 2 Sandy names because obviously there's 2 of them. Now Clute comes up. She's got Krieg on the one side. Tries to get it to her, but it's a nice defensive play by the Warriors. Puck now battling along the wall. Langto's over there. Comstock picked up there by Corton for a second. Now Lindquist has it, goes up the wall. Ruley bounces it up to Kaya Sandy. Kaya Sandy coming in all alone. Makes a nice move off the post. Little help from your friends there for Crescent. Ruley now with the puck. She's going to go cross ice over to Lindquist. Another shot on, and Crescent will hold on.
Well, sometimes the post is your friend when you're a goalie, and that time it was Crescent's friend. And man, you can see the speed. I don't think our defense have adjusted to the speed of their forwards, and you can tell that the gaps are not correct right now, and so I'm sure that's being talked about on the bench here with the Spuds.
Yeah, they're definitely going to have to tighten things up because you can't keep giving up the shots at the rate we have so far and hold on. But again, great angles there by Crescent as she uses the pipe as a friend. Now the Warriors still with the puck. Now it's picked up by Corton. Corton using her speed, gets it past the defense, picks it up. She's got Holm with her. Corton's going to take a shot. There's a little help from her, a goaltender friend from Warriors. It hits the crossbar.
Yeah.
Salvold now with it. And a good block. Yeah, you know that the posts have come into play twice here, and we're only 6 minutes into the game. Casabud gets dumped down by Bartz for a second, but Klut's able to pick it up, tries to do a little no-look backhand, gets turned over there. Nice job of cycling here by the Warroad Warriors, as they definitely, you can tell that line has clicked quite often this year, as all three of them are in the high 60s in points so far this year. Now Comstock with it. She's going to chip it up. Gets it on the stick of Hardwick for a second. Now the Spuds will pick it up, and Lucy Wilson's hustling after, but Comstock's going to get there first. Quick power turn by her. She goes up the wall to Kaya Sandy, who chips it over to Skogman. She's coming in, tries to make a move. Good defensive play there for a second by the Spuds. Now Sandy with it. Comstock's going to tee one up. Strami gets in the front of it, and Wilson's going to send it down the ice. And at 10:03 here on the FCCU scoreboard, we are 1-0 Moorhead. Shots in favor of the Warriors here early, John, 8-1.
Yeah, and you can definitely tell that they're taking the play to the Spuds right now. I mean, we got that Spuds got that one goal to maintain this lead, but you know, for the most part, Warroad has really controlled this first half, this first period.
Face off one, Kirkaby with it for a second. She chips it in. Spuds have it for a second as Holm had it on her stick. She goes down. Brewski trying to get it, at least clears it out. Brewski's trying to beat Ruley to the puck, but the Warriors are going to get it back. Now it's over to Dronen. Dronen has it, looking for someone to pass to. Slides it by Ella Holm for a second. Brewski now with it. Goes back towards Dronen. Dronen coming up through the middle of the ice, gives it to Brewski. Brewski over to Holm. Holm's going to try and get a shot off. Blocked there by Kirkaby. Now Comstock with it as she comes up the ice. Tries to get it towards the middle. Holm does a good job. Now Brewski with it. Off Brewski's stick for a second, but there's Dronen on the doorstep. Brewski trying to battle there with Kirkaby. Kirkaby chips it up, but it's picked off by Holm. And Warroad is going to send it to the length of the ice, and we'll have a reset back down to the left of the Warriors goaltender, Kate Steffens. So 9:06 left here in the first. Face off here. Corton will step in against Bartz. Drop there, won by Corton. Shot quickly. Nice shot by Kate Casabud off the pad of the goaltender. Blocked and put back out. Kate Johnson slides it over to Bartz. Bartz has it back over to Henriksen. A shot just to the wide. Good job by Crescent to come out and take the angle down as it's shot wide there. Sandy now with it. She tries to go deep towards Bartz. Bartz picks it up, going to go back towards the defenseman who takes a quick shot. Another save there by Crescent. Picked up by the Spuds. Now Corton come quickly up the ice. Corton looking for Krieg, goes through everybody and ends up back towards Hendrickson. She picks it up, tries to go out towards Bartz. Bartz battling along the wall, now picked up again by Krieg. Krieg shoots it cross, trying to hook up with Holm. Kate Johnson flips it back out. Strami has it, tries to go over to Klut. And it's picked up again by the Spuds. Here comes Bria Holm coming up the ice. Gets it over towards Corton. Corton had to put the brakes on because of the blue line, and Langto will pick it up there as she comes around her own net. Goes back over to her defensive partner. Now it's swung back up the wall. Langto can't quite get it. Now it's picked up by Katrina Sandy as she goes back out, and it's picked up by the Spuds, and it's going to be an icing there as Klut trying to hook up there with Lucy Wilson, and it goes down the ice. 7:48 left here in the first period. 1-0 Moorhead.
Yeah, I think Spuds are starting to adjust a little bit to the speed here now of Warroad. They're really trying to keep those short shifts going. Not trying to get caught out there because, you know, obviously when you get caught and you're tired in your own zone, that's when bad things happen. So I think the Spuds are trying to keep those shifts nice and short.
And a good way to do it. Play when you're fresh, right? Isn't that the key? So Warriors now with it. Ruley, another North Dakota product who started her hockey career in Devils Lake, North Dakota, playing up in Warroad. Here comes Klut up the ice. Tries to bump it off, picked off there. Langto chips it up. Ruley just about gets it. And it's right back to Clute again. She drops it there quickly, and it's shot down the ice by Melquist. And I believe that's going to go for an icing, and it is. So not much going there on that particular moment in time, and we'll have a reset right to the left here of Crescent.
Yeah, and a pretty good crowd here tonight. The Moorhead Sports Center. Decent crowd for a Saturday afternoon game.
And a beautiful afternoon it has been.
Yeah, I'd take this for January, that's for sure.
It'd be nice to be playing an outdoor game today. You just can't predict those type of things. A turnover there, shot, good save there by Crescent. Still loose in there. We get the whistle, and it's held on by number 30, Taylor Crescent, who's standing tall so far and has played very well in the early stages here of the hockey game, John.
Oh, yeah, she's held him in there. I mean, without Crescent right now, this game could be different. So she's been ready to up for the challenge so far.
Well, she's a goalie that likes these big moments, and I'm glad she plays over here for Moorhead Senior High. Picked up now by Holm. She tries to go cross ice towards LeBon. Brewski bounces on her. She misses it. LeBon bumps a player off the puck, and now it's picked up by Brewski. Brewski has it, tries to get a shot off. Nothing to avail there as it goes wide. Now it's picked up by Kirkaby. Kirkaby has it, trying to get up the ice. She's going to chip it in, ends up on the stick of Dronin. Dronin had it, kind of bounced off her stick as she was trying to make a pass, and it's back to Ella Holm. Ella goes right back to Dronin, and we start back over. We're trying to go over to our defensive partner, Casaba, a little miscommunication, and now it's Kate Johnson with the puck. Johnson slides it over to Kirkaby. Kirkaby had tried to go back door. Nothing going there. Johnson now flips it back out, and it ends up to Comstock. Comstock goes down the wall. Casaba now will pick it up. She's going to circle it back around. Goes by Bartz. Icing will be waved off as she had an opportunity to make a play, and it goes down to the Warrior end. Warriors long pass goes towards Strami, and that's going to go as an icing as nobody was able to touch that one. And we'll have a face-off back in the Warrior zone to the right of the Warrior goaltender, Kate Steffens. 5:52 left here in the first. Shots 11-2 in the favor of the Warriors. Only goal scored so far by Bria Holm on a beautiful play early in the game, just in the opening minutes of this hockey game. Face-off now, won by Corton to Krieg. Krieg trying to get a shot off, drops it off towards Clute. Clute's going to chip it back in deep. Lindquist, is going to get there first. Chip back up. Krieg does a good job of getting it, chips it back in deep. Comstock had it for a second. Now Kate Johnson with the puck. Bart's putting a little bit of pressure on. Crosses Strami. Strami hits Corton in stride. Corton coming in, tries to make a move between the legs. She's ridden off the play. Nice play there by Comstock as she puts it as a puck put back up the wall. Spud's doing a good job of having a little bit of pressure here early on this shift. And it goes back over to Bartz. Bartz quickly back over to Kate Johnson. Johnson looking, slides it back towards Bartz, and it goes cross ice into the corner. Clute now with it. Chips it up, but it's picked off. Now picked off by the Spuds. Now Sandy picks it up here, and she's going to go for a little skate as Warroad is in the midst of a change. She dumps it in deep, and it's picked up by Kate Casabud. Casabud's going to go high off the glass, and I think that's just going to go the distance there, and we're going to have another whistle back in the Spud zone. 4:44 left here in the opening frame. 1-0 Spuds. Probably, looking there, I just wish we could simplify that, make a nice pass, get up the ice, use what we have.
I don't know if they were looking for a change or what, but
yeah, I don't know either.
Just
face off one there, back to Sandy. She puts it towards the net, goes off the skate of Malquist, and is picked up by Dronin. Dronin has nobody really with her, so she gets up the ice, chips it back down.
And they waved that one off. It was close, but Dronin must have got the line there.
Close enough anyway.
Yep,
so
that's right.
Lucy Wilson dumps it back in deep. Puck goes back over, and the Warriors are going to chip it, and that is probably going to go as it curves slowly down the ice, and it'll come back to the Warroad zone. .4:14 left here in the opening frame. 1-0 Spuds. Shots 11-2 in the favor of the Warriors, and kind of just kind of a little slower pace here as there's been a few icings and not much going on here in the last few minutes. Face-off won there by Corton. Home tried to get a shot, but she gets tangled up. Now Sandy comes in, takes a shot, nice save, blocker save. We got a penalty coming here for Moorhead. Warroad still with the puck, down towards Sandy. She comes up the wall, picked off and touched up by the Spuds, and it will be, I believe, a hooking call, and that's going to go against Kelsey Clute. That'll be the first power play here in our opening period.
And again, with Sandy from Warroad picked up that puck wide, and you could see she had a step on Clute, and Clute had to grab her, bring her down just to prevent a clear-cut breakaway. So.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And we'll see what happens as this top line comes out here. And the puck movement they've shown 5-on-5 has been very impressive, so we'll see here what they do on the power play. Shot there by Comstock. Bart's back. She slides it back to Johnson, back out to Comstock. Over a one-timer, bounces around, and save made there again by Crescent. Hendrickson rips one and just about rolls in there for the Warriors. Now Hendrickson battling the corner. Casaba does a nice job. Feeney tries to go around the boards, but it's picked up now by Bartz. Bartz does a little dipsy-do. She chips it back in deep, back to Bartz. Bartz walks off, gives it over to Comstock on the top. Comstock takes a easy save there by Crescent as she pushes it towards the corner. Feeney tries to use her body. Now the Warriors still with the puck. Kate Johnson with it, gets it back up to Hendrickson, over to Comstock. Comstock to Bartz. Bartz back to Comstock. Tries to get a shot off. Bartz with it. And there another good block there by Casabud. Warriors still controlling the zone. 2:43 left here in the period. 50 seconds remaining on the Spuds penalty. Nice save again by Crescent. Warriors still battling with it behind the net. Picked up by Bartz. Bart's patient in the corner. Feeney had it. Now she lost her stick. Goes back in low. Cross ice. There's Hendrickson. Can't quite get it to her. Good defensive play by Ella Holm. Back out to Comstock. Comstock goes back towards Hendrickson, who is on her knees. Slides back across. Dronan's going to get it out. And we're down to 18 seconds left on the Spuds penalty. Warriors coming back up ice. Cross ice there. Probably should have been too many men on the ice because I think she got out of there pretty early to pick up that puck. Spuds are able to clear and out to Holm. Holm's got it. She's got a good look. Takes a shot. Fires it just high over the net. Spuds back at full strength. 1:46 here remaining in the open period. 1-0 Moorhead. Puck goes back out to neutral ice. Picked up by Ruley. Ruley coming in. She takes a look. Fires it high off the glass. No chance for a goal there as high as that one was. And Moorhead's able to pick it up. Now Dronan. Dronan trying to go cross ice. That is blocked and picked up by Strami. She sends it all the way down, and we're going to probably come on all the way back for an icing here. 1:20 left here. 1-0 Moorhead. We'll have a face-off to the right of Crescent, who's done a very nice job in the net. Spuds did a pretty good job on the PK as they held them at least to the outside.
Yeah, the Warriors controlled the power play really well. I think they had possession of the puck just about that whole 2 minute. But Spuds kept a tight box down low and came up with some key blocks. So good job for the Spuds there to kill that one off.
Yeah, you can tell as we have a puck shot down the ice, and we'll bring it back as an icing. But you can tell that you do not want to give that team, meaning the Warriors, a lot of power plays because the puck movement, and you can just tell how they're definitely in sync with each other and know exactly what they're trying to do. A lot of cross ice, a lot of up top, good puck movement on that power play.
Absolutely, yep.
So Bartz wins the face-off. Puck comes out towards the line. Kate Johnson with it now. She's trying to make a move, takes a shot. Nice save by Crescent. Puck chipped back, but not out. Back to Johnson again. She tries to slide it, picked up now by Dronan. Dronan chips it up the wall. Blocked momentarily. Now here comes Bria Holm. Takes a shot high over the net. Did that catch part of the crossbar or did it
No.
just go over? It just went over. Okay. I couldn't see. I got blocked up by this wonderful beam we have here in the press box here at the Moorhead Sports Center, so I didn't see it. I just heard it. Picked up now in the Warriors zone. It's Bartz. Bartz tries to go through. Casabud's able to jam her up, but it's still picked up Bartz. Bartz gets a step on Strami, but a good job by Casabud to help her out. Bartz still with the puck. Slides it back. Shot there, blocked by Krieg. Nice block by her. She's in a race. And Warroad's able to get there first, but it doesn't clear, and Corton picks it up. Now it's back out to neutral ice to the stick of Strami. Strami over to Clute. Clute has it, puts it up the wall, and that is going to do it here in the opening frame. So Moorhead scores an early goal, John, and gets a 1-0 lead. Definitely got outshot in the period, 14-2. But are going to come away with it at least with a 1-0 lead here after one.
Yeah, and I think, if there's a word for Moorhead in that first period, it's opportunistic. They had when they get a couple chances, they've had some good looks, and obviously that goal was a pretty goal, probably one of their best goals I've seen all season. But, Warroad pretty much dominated that period, as far as puck possession and good scoring chances. But, hey, 1-0 Spuds.
Yeah, and to look at it too, and then shots end up 16-2 as they've corrected on the board. You look at a couple other opportunities that Bria Home had, and you're coming in, you have those chances. Each team going off the post, so we can probably equalize that. But right there, you got to put those shots on net. They're not that. If there is a weakness to Warroad, I would say it's in the net, and that's something that they need to take advantage. So anyway, to wrap it up here after one, Moorhead 1, Warroad 0. We'll be back in about 11 minutes for a second period action.
To show up to work every day, it's not a job. It's not just a paycheck. It ultimately is a way of life. And to add that extra smile in someone's day is what gets me to work every day. And in return, to just receive those smiles and those thank yous or those squeezes of your hand is so meaningful. And it really brings me back every day.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to.
We asked the team how we should celebrate the $2 million given to Casasa members last year. Dana wanted us to hire a marching band. Amanda thought that we should drop 2 million balloons. And Kevin, well, Kevin always wants to use the money gun. Steve thought, well, what if we just said it?
Last year, First Community Credit Union gave $2 million in Casasa rewards.
Revive Professional Massage Therapy Clinic. Locally owned and operated. Open 7 days a week, day, evening, and same-day appointments available. Couples massages also available. 20 highly trained professional licensed massage therapists on staff. Now with 2 locations, South Fargo and Detroit Lakes, offering online booking and online gift certificates. www.reviveprofessionalmassage.com.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Boss DXT snowplows are tough to beat. Featuring dual trip tech, flared wings, and optional D-force for improved scraping and backdragging performance. Choose from 3 different sizes in steel, stainless steel, and poly. The Boss DXT is built to restore order.
Your home for Boss snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
We asked the team how we should celebrate the $2 million given to Casasa members last year. Ben wanted to spread the news with the help of an airplane. Jen thought we should celebrate by giving everyone a cake. And Eric wanted to make it into a movie.
$2 million.
Steve thought, well, what if we just said it?
Last year, First Community Credit Union gave $2 million in Casasa rewards.
Valley Alignment and Auto Repair has provided the FM area with vehicle service and repairs since 1978. They perform your vehicle service needs from oil changes and brakes to transmission and engine rebuilds. Valley Alignment and Auto Repair is a proud sponsor of Spuds Athletics and wish all the athletes and families a great 2022-23 school year and sports season.
To show up to work every day, it's not a job. It's not just a paycheck. It ultimately is a way of life. And to add that extra smile in someone's day is what gets me to work every day. And in return, to just receive those smiles and those thank yous or those squeezes of your hand is so meaningful. And it really brings me back every day.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to.
We asked the team how we should celebrate the $2 million given to Casasa members last year. Dana wanted us to hire a marching band. Amanda thought that we should drop 2 million balloons. And Kevin, well, Kevin always wants to use the money gun. Steve thought, well, what if we just said it?
Last year, First Community Credit Union gave $2 million in Casasa rewards.
Hey, we're back here for second period action. Moorhead Sports Center as Moorhead has an early 1-0 lead after one. John, take thoughts, what we need to do better, what we did well after one.
Well, I think we're opportunistic in the fact that when we do get chances, you know, we're jumping on them. But I think, you know, our passing has to be a little bit crisper. I think we just have to be more aware of their speed on their forwards in Warroad, and just keep the game simple. You know, buy some time. You know, with the D in the neutral zone, move that puck up to the forwards. Let the forwards do what they do best, and just continue to plug away at this Warroad team and getting pucks in deep, making their D work hard for to get possession. So, just the little things I think we need to clean up a little bit.
Well, and I think still, as the opening face-off here, it's just embracing wanting the puck on your stick, right? And you can tell in a hockey game who wants it on their stick, and that's one thing I'm impressed with. Like we were talking a little bit about Comstock, how much she embraces it being on her stick, buying time, making right plays, but not worrying so much. And we're going to have an offsides there on Moorhead. But just not worrying so much of, you're going to have pressure. Hockey's a game of pressure, right? People coming at you trying to take the puck away.
Yeah, that was a big collision there. Did you see that with Dronen and Bartz? It was just not a check, really. It was just two girls going after the puck at the same time, and Dronen got the better of that one.
Face-off one there, or controlled, I guess you'd say, by the Warriors. Here comes Bartz now. She pushes it up, and Kate Johnson's in all alone. She's going to make a move. And we're going to be tied 1-1. Nice play, nice move by Kate Johnson.
Really, the work of that play all started with Bartz here on the red line. Man, she made a heck of a play to get that up to Johnson and right on the tape, and was in all alone and made no mistake about it and beat Crescent there.
You know, it's funny. I can remember watching Kate Johnson, and I'm thinking back to when she was I think she was in East Grand Forks after being maybe in Thief River as a youth player, but just the skill that she has and the hand she has, because she not only did she deke out everybody, didn't have no problem. Nice laying it in. We're 1-1 here early in the second period. Spuds, nice job of dumping it back down. Krieg's got a chance to be first. She taps it for a second. Corton over to help in the skate of the defenseman, Lindquist. Krieg now tries to make a play out to home, or Corton. She tries to dive, can't quite get a stick there. Lindquist and Krieg in a battle along the wall, picked up now by the Warriors. So everybody on the top line there for Warriors touches the puck and they tie it up as the assists go to number 13, Hendrickson. Then obviously the first assist went to Bartz and the goal by Johnson. So
I think that collision kind of woke her up because she made a heck of a play up to Johnson there. So.
Well, you know, it's interesting. You see 3 former North Dakota kids that are out here. Bartz obviously played at Fargo North South, obviously attended Fargo North. You also have a Kirkabee who played in Jamestown last year, was their best player. So fun to watch some kids that play at a high level. Warroad now in the Moorhead zone. Slid over towards Krieg. Krieg dumps it back. Now Holm picks it up. Holm's got Corton to her left, coming down 2-on-2. Ruley does a nice job of catching her from behind. Warroad now coming back up. Sandy with the puck. Tries to go cross ice. Picked off there by Cassabud. She tries to make a move. Goes down deep. Lucy Wilson now with it. She gets it back towards Cassabud. Cassabud a little backhand towards Wilson. She gets a shot and another shot. Another save. Good pressure there by Moorhead. Nice job by Wilson to get a couple of opportunities. Now to Dronen. Dronen's going to rip one into traffic off of Wilson's backside. Just about slides into the net. Then Steffens is able to hold on.
Steffens with a couple of key saves in front. I think Lucy had two opportunities in front, and Steffens came in big there with a couple good saves in front of the net. And, man, good flurry there by the Spuds. Good pressure put on by both Dronen and Cassabud to get those pucks to the net.
Well, it was good there. Cassabud had jumped up behind the play on a change by Moorhead and was able to create a couple opportunities, and Wilson tried to bang it home. Nice job by her. Now the Warriors trying to get it out of their zone. Wilson's battling there, and it's turned over again. Cassabud read it right, gets a shot off the shoulder and up off the glass, but stays in play. Spud still with it. Now it's off the stick and back out to neutral ice. Good read there by Cassabud and good opportunity and just about put the Spuds back on top. Now here comes Bartz into the zone. Cuts behind Cassabud, turns it back up taking a look as Bartz along the wall. Puck now bouncing around. Gets back out to neutral ice. Brewski's out there as Brewski, Holm, and Laban are out there for the Spuds. Good pressure by Brewski on Comstock, but she buys a little time, chips it up the wall, but Cassabud gets it back to the net. A little sneaky one as Brewski's able to lift the stick. Good save there by the goaltender. Now Brewski with it. She's going to rip one. Gets blocked again. Brewski tries to go backhand to Holm. To no avail, back out to Dronen. Dronen gets off the wall, back to the neutral ice, or middle of the ice to Holm, over to Clute, off her stick. She turns it over there to Hendrickson, who bounces it up the wall, but good job by Laban to get it back. Battle now along the wall. Picked up by Brewski. Brewski still has it, looking. Tries to go over to Ella Holm. She's covered there. Johnson's going to chip it back out, but Dronen picks it up. Loses off her stick, now picked up again by the Warriors, but Laban picks it up. She chips it back to neutral ice. Corton has it. Now Corton with Bria Holm coming in 2-on-2. A little bit of tiredness in the Warrior top line as they've been out there for quite some time. Back out towards Corton. Picked up by the Warriors. Henderson tries to thread one through to Kaya Sandy. Bart's now trying to get off the ice as she's been out there for quite some time. Tied up along the Warrior bench. And picked up by Kaya Sandy, who gets it back. Or it's picked off by Clute over to Krieg. Krieg hits Corton. Just held on to it maybe just for a second too long. Here comes Warroad back in, 2-on-1. Shot there right to the midsection, and Crescent will hold on.
That was a good couple minutes there by the Spuds. Great pressure, good opportunities to put the puck in the back of the net. Came up empty-handed. At the end of that shift there, you know, the pinch there sprung an odd man rush, and those are the things that we have to eliminate if the Spuds want to maintain a close game here for sure.
Yeah, you don't want to put them in 2-on-1, 3-on-2 breakaway situations, and they got some firepower over there and able to put the puck in the back of the net, especially in those situations. Now here comes the Spuds, 2-on-2. Krieg tries to put it off the wall, gets it back in deep. Good hustle there as she's able to get back in deep and pick up the puck. Trying to get it to home, but it's picked off by Kirkaby. Nice job by Corton to knock it down out of the air.
Softball skills.
Yeah, we might have to get her on the softball team with that play. Here comes Kirkaby. She does a little one over to Sandy and back up towards Drone, and Drone does a nice job of keeping it in front and blocking. Kirkaby had an opportunity, and it's pushed back down to the corner. Puck now on the stick of Home. Home over to Mulquist over to Salvobold, and she picks it up deep into the zone. Spuds have definitely picked up the pace here in the start of this period. Oh, and a quick whistle is going to cost the Spuds a goal there as the puck was sitting there. He had already blown it dead, and that's going to not sure what there's to talk about. Unfortunately, he did blow the whistle, and the face-off's going to be to the right of the goaltender.
Yeah, unfortunate there. I think the referee just wasn't in very good position, thought maybe the puck got covered up, blew the whistle, and then, of course, seconds, split second later, it got pounded in the back of the net by the Spuds. So what should have been a legitimate goal is being waved off, and now face off to the right of the Warroad goalie.
And Crafts has a discussion, and I'm sure all he's saying is, hey, I made a mistake, right? He blew the whistle, he lost sight of the puck, and there's nothing he can do about it now. But a good play there. Like I said, the Spuds have picked it up a little bit and have some opportunities, which is good. Shots now 18-8, so a little bit of an advantage here so far for Moorhead. 6-2 on the shots here, at least on the scoreboard to start this period. Now Bart's with it. Bart still trying to make a play there, and Brewski disrupts it, bouncing around on Kirkaby, who picks it up, slides it to her partner. Trying to go to the middle of the ice, picked off again by the Spuds. Spuds are making it a lot tougher for Warroad this period by filling lanes and getting sticks in lanes and just being more aggressive. Kate Johnson with it now. Tries to get it out, but Lamont causes enough pain in her life and gets it to a turnover. Hendrickson tries to chip it up. Now it's up off the glass, back down. I think they're going to call icing, and they will. But good pressure there again by Moorhead. Nothing big to happen as far as shots on net, but a little more possession and a little bit more grit there by Moorhead.
Absolutely, Mitch. And, having that, rolling, the Spuds do roll the lines quite a bit where, Warroad shortens that bench up quite a bit, and they may be getting a little bit tired here in the second because that top line has had quite a bit of playing time so far for Warroad.
Puck slides over. Bria Holm had it. She gets it back out to neutral ice, but Comstock picks it off, and she's got a speed, and she takes a quick shot and a glove save by Crescent, and she's going to hold on. She might be small in stature, but she reads the plays and talking about Comstock, and I just like the way she plays. You got to like a kid like that. Great hockey sense and obviously a highly skilled hockey player. Comstock tees one up through traffic, goes off into the corner, picked up now by Krieg, who chips it just up the wall. Corton bulldozes her way through Comstock, has the puck, goes out front to Bria Holm. She can't quite bang it home. Now Krieg tries to get it back down low. Little battle along the wall. Picked up now by the Warriors. They swing it back towards Strami. Does a good job. She's going to jump up in the play. Corton with it. Holm goes in, knocked down, quick shot there. Back to Corton again. Corton has it. She tries to go back in low. Comstock trying to do something.
You can see Warroad's getting a little tired here in their own end, and when Spuds put that pressure on, they're getting opportunities.
Got to shoot the puck. Got to shoot the puck when you have those chances and be opportunistic, because the goaltending is not necessarily, again, I've said it earlier, their strength here in this in this game. Now here comes Malquist. She comes in with a bunch of speed. Loses it off her stick. Picked up there. And it goes over to Hendrickson. She does a little toe drag. Nice slide to Johnson. She's got a step on Dronen. Tries to make the same move, and she's dumped. And she'll go down. Picked up now by the Spuds off the skate of Lucy Wilson. Malquist now with it. Loses off her and is picked up by Bartz. Bartz quickly back. Trying to go back up the ice. Hendrickson now to Bartz. Bartz comes into the zone, but it's bumped off her. Hendrickson picks it up again. Now Bartz grabs it out of the air. Johnson drops it down to Hendrickson. She tries to walk it out. Now it's on the stick of Bartz. Bartz trying to go to the net. Dronen tries to flip it out. Blocked there, but it's picked up by Salvovold. Sandy with it. Bounces it off the wall towards Hendrickson. She gets it up to Bartz. Bartz coming down on Dronen. Cuts to the middle. Rips one. And Crescen's going to hold on. Good save there by Crescent.
Yeah, you know why Bartz has scored 41 goals. You just see that she's a goal scorer, and when she gets in below the top of the circles, she doesn't hesitate to shoot that puck.
Well, you could just see there shifting her hips and creating a shooting lane for herself to get around the defenseman, and that's what goal scorers do, is they find a way to get pucks to the net. Puck back in deep now behind the Spud zone, picked up by Clute. She tries to go cross ice and does to Home. Ella Home now coming. She beats Langto in, takes a shot, waits a little too long, and it's partially blocked up off the glass.
Great speed there by Ella Holm to get around, but just couldn't get that shot off in time.
Well, and I think that's kind of what we were talking about, just being a little quicker with everything you do, and the Spuds are fully capable of doing that. Just need to be a little quicker with the shot, a little quicker with the pass. Oh, now there could be trouble as it's a 2-on-0 as it gets behind the defenseman. Passed over to Langto. Bad pass, and it gets by into the corner to the far side, or to the near side, and the Spuds dodge a bullet there, John.
I don't know how that happened, but we had two Warriors that were, thank God the pass wasn't on target, because it was a 2-on-0 for Warroad, that shift.
I think we got caught puck watching. Our defensive partner was watching our defenseman and tried to make a play, and we got caught up ice a little bit. Nice play there again by the Warriors. Good job by LeBon to get at least back out to neutral ice. Comstock now coming back up the ice. Spuds look a little tired. Back to Comstock. She sneaks through. Crescent does a nice job. No rebound there as she sucks it up and is able to hold on. Little scuffle after the play.
You can definitely see the intensity in Crescent's play here today. She's challenging out on the top of that crease for almost every shot that I've seen so far today, and really has done a great job in net.
And they're going to take number 2 for a rough here. And that's going to bring the faceoff back down to the other end. So the Spuds will get their first power play of the evening at the 6:44 mark here of the second period. Shots 22-9, but much closer here in the second period as Warroad has had 6 shots to the Moorhead Spuds 7. Face-off now, Brewski and the two Holmes will be up top, and it looks like it's Corton and Cassabud on defense. Cassabud now with it at the top, tries to go to home, but they don't quite are not quite on the same page, and it goes back out to neutral ice where Cassabud will have it again. Hendrickson battling with her. Picked up now by Corton into the defensive zone of the Spuds. She'll turn it back up ice. Carry it in and see if she can get set up. She's ridden out there by Johnson. Comstock with it now. She tries to get it out. Nice play there by Corton, and the Spuds are able to set it up with Bria Holm back to Brewski. Brewski goes cross ice over to Holm. Holm tries to take a shot, but it's a little late and blocked. Now on Brewski's stick again. Back out to Cassabud. Over to Bria. Holm. Back out to Cassabud. Cassabud does a little move out front, trying to look for open ice. Swings it back to Bria Holm, who tries to go cross ice, but it's blocked, but it goes right back to Cassabud. Cassabud shot blocked there. Now with Bria Holm takes a shot. Trickles by the goaltender's foot, and here's Brewski with it. Brewski throws it, trying to make a play, and is picked off. Warroad's going the other way. Kate Johnson and Cassabud. Johnson goes for a change. Cassabud will get the puck. 46 seconds left here on the power play. 5:28 left here in the second period. We're in a 1-1 hockey game. Cassabud now coming up the ice. She's going to fire one off the stick into the glove and Steffens will hold on here for a whistle. 5:19 left here in the second. One hockey game. 35 seconds left here, John, on the power play. Spuds see if they can get something going. Malquist is going to step in here. Face off won by the Spuds as they're able to control. Lucy Wilson now with it. Trying to roll out of a corner. She's got Selvold and Malquist out with her. Strami cheats down a little bit, able to chip it back in deep. Strami with it. Chips it down to Wilson. Wilson to Strami. Strami takes the shot. It's blocked and goes to the corner. Salvovold out to Dronen. Dronen's going to tee one up. Nice job by Steffens as she makes the save and eats up the rebound. No big opportunity there, but a good puck to the net for the Spuds.
You got to love Lucy Wilson's energy. Made a nice little play down low, and Strummy stepped into that one and got a good shot on net. And, Steffen's been really good in net for Warroad and kept that puck out here this period and kept this thing even with all that pressure from Moorhead.
Sandy tries to, Katria Sandy, sorry about that, had the puck and she puts it back, and now it's right back to her here again. She tries to chip it by Malquist and can't get it. Now it's up the board towards Langto. Langto with it on her stick. She gets it up and it's picked off, but it's put right back towards Lindquist. Over to Sandy. Sandy goes up ice trying to catch Rule, but it's stopped by Crescent, and she's going to hold on for a whistle here at 4:13. Good job by Lucy Wilson. She's had a couple opportunities earlier, and just the energy she brings. Again, if you can get a little bit of that out of her, and it helps your goal scorers or your top scorers anyway, get a little rest. That always helps. Corton now with it. Goes to Dronen. She tries to chip it off the far boards, but it's blocked. And now it's still in. Back to Hendrickson. Over to Johnson. Johnson tried to get a shot off, kind of lost a step there. And it's chipped up the wall and picked up by Krieg. Krieg using her speed. She comes through, goes back towards Corton. Corton with it. Tries to get it to home. Good stick there by Comstock. It's just enough of it to clear it to the corner. Now Krieg with it. She drops it back towards Home. Home tries to go out front, and it's picked up there by Bartz. Bartz does a little chip up to Johnson. 2-on-2 coming in. Johnson with it. Now there's Bartz. Bartz flies one, and that's going to go high off the glass.
Good stick by Strummy to step up in that little spot. There's another good stick by Bria Holm. So good job by the Spuds getting in lanes, but you saw they just make good plays. When Warroad crosses that blue line, there was a 3-on-2 at that point, and we had some good back pressure, but Katie Johnson makes that really nice little drop pass to Bartz, and in a perfect spot to score.
What was interesting about that is I thought it was a 2-on-2, and then all of a sudden, boom, Bartz is up there with them, right? And you have to, that F3 high or whoever your back-checking player has got to pick up that person a little quicker, because, boy, they move it when they get up the ice, and they have an opportunity. But a great job there by Bria Holm to get a stick on it. Now deep in the Spud zone, circle over to Ella Holm. Ella's going to try and chip it up, but tries to get it to Brewski, but she's going to put it into the Warroad bench. And we'll grab it. Oh, there they found the puck, and we'll get a restart. That should come all the way back down to the Spud zone, as she was still in the defensive zone when she tried to chip it to Brewski. Brewski stepping in against Skogman. Face off one there by the Warriors. Back to Kirkaby, who takes a shot, pushed aside by Crescent. Ella Holm now tries to battle along the wall. Good job by Kirkaby to chip or to pinch down. Strami now with it on her stick over to LeBon. A little too much muscle and not enough finesse, and it goes down the ice for an icing call here. Good try by Strami. Just maybe got a little excited there, and definitely got it by LeBon, and we'll start all over again. Kasabud and Dronen jump off the bench to pick up the defensive spot. Still the Brewski line with LeBon and Ella Holm. Face off now. Won by Ruley. Face off again, tip shot. Oh, nice save there by Crescent. You can definitely see there, John, just face-off wins. They don't hesitate to get rid of the puck, get it to the net. Nice little tip there. And Crescent made a nice save.
Well, and if you notice our D that's on the board side, we're playing back a little bit. It might be by design, but really those 50-50 pucks, you got to be able to have an opportunity to win that on the defensive side too. So just little things like that off those face-offs.
Yeah, and definitely got her the extra time, so she wasn't worried about. And they got to do a good job of blocking people out on those plays too, so you can get that shot to the net. Puck now deep into the Warriors zone. Chipped up off the glass, back out to neutral ice where Kossabud picks it up. Now it's picked up by Kirkaby. Nice little pass to Ruley. Ruley's in. She drops it off. Oh, and Ella Holmes there to make it difficult. Now it's picked off by the Warriors. Big collision there. No call. Puck goes back into the Spud zone. No, it does not. It's back up to Malquist. Now LeBon with it off her stick. She's going to ring it around the boards. And there's Lucy Wilson to pick it up. Picked up now. Malquist trying to help her out there. Cronin does a good job of pinching down. Wilson had another chance there, but it rolls off her stick. Now here comes Bartz. Bartz has got a step. She pulls it back up. Oh, nice play there by Salvold to get a stick on it. Now it's picked up by Hendrickson. Slides it across. Oh, good poke check there by Lucy Wilson. As they had good opportunity there by the Warriors. Now Dronin coming up the ice with it. She chips it back to Comstock, picks it up. Comstock looking for somebody to gives it up to Johnson, but it's off her skates. Picked up there, and it's going to be offsides. 1:08, we're down just about to that final minute here in the first period. 20 shots are 24-11, least on the scoreboard in favor of the Warriors. But again, much more competitive here in the second period as both teams have had about 8 shots. I believe the Spuds actually have 9. So 9-8 here in the second period after getting outshot a little bit there in the first period. So that's a good sign and a little bit more pressure by Moorhead. Bartz now steps in against Corton. Corton wins it and it ends up on the stick of Holm. Bria Holm tries to put it between the legs of Sandy but doesn't quite get it, but Corton has it now. Corton comes around the net. Tries to go. Oh, nice play there. Good defense there by Johnsons to disrupt Holm. Long shot down the ice, goes all the way on net to Crescent. Crescent sees a little bit of trouble, and she's going to hold on. So 44 seconds left here in the second period. We're tied. Moorhead 1, Warroad 1. And again, Warroad, number 1 ranked team in Class A Minnesota, and definitely a very quality team. And it's nice to see the Spuds woke up a little bit here in the second period and have played awfully well, and it's been a very, very competitive period.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you're seeing much more attention to detail by the Spuds in this second period, and good effort in the defensive zone, and also obviously the offensive zone. But been a good period for the Spuds.
Well, in playing better in the defensive zone with sticks and lanes and blocking shots and disrupting passing lanes, which is what I've seen probably more than anything, which is just good hockey, Spuds chip it all the way back down. 25 seconds left here, and it's going to go 23 seconds. I will call it officially here, left here in the period. And the Spuds are going to, Ella Holmes going to come on here with Brewski and Bria Holm to finish up here the second period. But those are the things that are going to make you a championship team, are the little attentions of detail and blocking pucks, getting sticks and lanes, and playing good team hockey. So
yeah, for sure.
Brewski's going to step in here, going against Bartz. Couple of Fargo, North Dakota kids, at least early in their lives, as they both play at a high level here in Minnesota hockey. Kirkaby gets ridden off there by Bartz and ends up on the stick of Holm. She's going to go for a skate, but there's still 10 seconds left. She tries to go cross ice, and that's going to go all the way down. And with about 4.5, didn't do a very good job of stopping the clock, or a very good job of stopping the clock, depending on which team you're on. I don't think Mr. Marvin was too happy to see the extra time roll off. So 3.4 officially on the board, as they're not going to add anything for him. And we'll go here with 3.4 seconds left. Brewski, well, now he is going to skate over here. And I think they're going to probably adjust it a little bit. I don't know. I think they're going to add a couple seconds, in, which is probably right. 5.4, so they are going to add a couple for
They did.
the Warroad coach. Good for him. And Brewski wins it, so that might end the battle. No, it goes out front. Oh, boy, I tell you what, it's almost a sneaky one at the end, so those 2 seconds were really important.
He knew what he was doing.
Yeah, he did. That was a nice little play there. It's funny, we actually won the face-off to the corner. I thought maybe the period would be over, but maybe the Spuds were the only ones that thought it was over, as Warroad had a good chance. So we're going to go here, John. 24-11 is the shots, unless they change some things. Looks like Crest had 7 saves, so they might take one off there. 12 saves on the other end, so it might be 23-14 if they correct it the way that I see it. But after 2 periods, we are in a 1-1 hockey game, and anything can happen, and we will go to the third tied. So once again, Moorhead 1, Warroad 1. We'll be back in 12.
Revive Professional Massage Therapy Clinic. Locally owned and operated. Open 7 days a week, day, evening, and same-day appointments available. Couples massages also available. 20 highly trained professional licensed massage therapists on staff. Now with 2 locations, South Fargo and Detroit Lakes. Offering online booking and online gift certificates. www.reviveprofessionalmassage.com.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Boss DXT snowplows are tough to beat. Featuring dual trip tech, flared wings, and optional D-force for improved scraping and backdragging performance. Choose from 3 different sizes in steel, stainless steel, and poly. The Boss DXT is built to restore order.
Your home for Boss snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
We asked the team how we should celebrate the $2 million given to CASASA members last year. Ben wanted to spread the news with the help of an airplane. Jen thought we should celebrate by giving everyone a cake. And Eric wanted to make it into a movie.
$2 million.
Steve thought, well, what if we just said it?
Last year, First Community Credit Union gave $2 million in CASASA rewards.
Valley Alignment and Auto Repair has provided the FM area with vehicle service and repairs since 1978. They perform your vehicle service needs from oil changes and brakes to transmission and engine rebuilds. Valley Alignment and Auto Repair is a proud sponsor of Spuds Athletics and wish all the athletes and families a great 2022-23 school year and sports season.
To show up to work every day, it's not a job. It's not just a paycheck. It ultimately is a way of life. And to add that extra smile in someone's day is what gets me to work every day. And in return, to just receive those smiles and those thank yous or those squeezes of your hand is so meaningful. And it really brings me back every day.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to.
We asked the team how we should celebrate the $2 million given to CASASA members last year. Dana wanted us to hire a marching band. Amanda thought that we should drop 2 million balloons. And Kevin, well, Kevin always wants to use the money gun. Steve thought, well, what if we just said it?
Last year, First Community Credit Union gave $2 million in CASASA rewards.
Revive Professional Massage Therapy Clinic. Locally owned and operated. Open 7 days a week, day, evening, and same-day appointments available. Couples massages also available. 20 highly trained professional licensed massage therapists on staff. Now with 2 locations, South Fargo and Detroit Lakes. Offering online booking and online gift certificates. www.reviveprofessionalmassage.com.
is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Boss DXT snowplows are tough to beat. Featuring dual trip tech, flared wings, and optional D-force for improved scraping and backdragging performance. Choose from 3 different sizes in steel, stainless steel, and poly. The Boss DXT is built to restore order.
Your home for Boss snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
Back here for third period action, and Spud's a little late getting out of the locker room. Ref's not so happy, so they're going to drop the puck, and we're going to go right now. At least you got a coffee out of the deal, John.
I did. It's good coffee, too.
They must have a date, I guess, because, boy, I tell you what, here we go. Cassabud bangs it in deep, picked up by Kirkaby. Kirkaby tries to lay it over. It's picked off by Laban. Good opportunity there. Brewski rips one, but it goes straight across the ice. Dronin chips one back, and Brewski will pick it up in the corner again. Comstock up the wall toward Hendrickson over to Bartz. Picked off by Brewski. Kate Johnson now with it. She tries to go to the middle, and Dronin's going to flip it into the – nope, it did catch the top of the glass, John. I thought maybe we were going to catch one there.
It's the high glass here in Moorhead.
Yeah, that's. I tell you what, at the Coliseum, it would have been in the 5th row. Or should I say at the H.A. Thompson Arena, which we both spent a lot of time at coaching hockey.
Yes.
Somebody killed somebody. So back out to neutral ice. Got to have a little friendly banter, John. We can't just be always serious, right?
That's right.
Puck goes down the ice off the stick of Strami. So into the Spud zone. Chipped up the wall by Strami, picked up by Bria Holm. Gets her feet moving. Nice cut to the middle. She's kind of all alone. Rips one in off the blocker and into the corner where Krieg has it for a second. Battle there by the Warriors. Holmes able to get it away for a second. Now back to Corton. Corton puts it towards the net. And chipped up the wall by the Warriors. Good job battling there by Krieg. Puck gets away, ends up towards Corton. Picked up momentarily by Wilson, I'm sorry. I just didn't catch the number right there. Back out towards Cassabud. Ooh, go back out to neutral ice. Cassabud being by, attacked there by Sandy. Nice job by her. Chipped up the wall to her sister. Back towards sister to sister Sandy there, and they get it down into the Spud zone. Salvold's there trying to make a play. Ruley is also there and is picked up now by Malquist as she's out there. She's going to ring it over to Wilson. Wilson tries to cut to the middle. She gets to the middle and a 3-on-3 back towards the other zone. Picked up by Langto. Wilson jacks her, and I think she's going to go to the box for a cross check or interference, one of the two there, as she got a little excited and put the wood towards Langto. And we're going to get 2 minutes for roughing.
Yeah, and that's not the thing that we want to do to start this period off. Just a couple minutes in, and as we mentioned before, this Warroad power play is pretty salty, and the way they move that puck, we're going to have to be on our toes here, killing this one off.
Yeah, this is a big opportunity, and being early here in this third, it's a big opportunity for Warroad here. Face-off won by the Warriors. Johnson now with it. She comes back in low. Cuts back, gives it to Bartz, back by the hash mark. She circles back around. Back down towards Johnson. Back to Bartz. Bartz goes to Comstock. She one-times it. And it ends up towards Crescent. It's interesting. You watch them on that power play, and they're trying to work a sidewall. No, it's amazing. At some point, you'd think you'd run a give and go or move off of that, and then they go back to Comstock for the one-timer. And nothing wrong with that play, but with the skill they have, you'd think they'd move it a little bit and move into the play. Comstock now with it over to Hendrickson. Back to Comstock on the top. She mishandles it a little bit, but Bartz is there and picks it up along the blue line. Back to Comstock, back down low to Hendrickson.
Not a lot of pressure here by the Spuds. They're really giving them a lot of room to make plays.
Brewski's going to pick it up. She's got speed as she goes into the zone. Pulls it back, rips one, but it's wide by about a foot there and picked up by Strami. Brewski had it for a second. She's going to circle back out. Ella Holm, puts it. Nice move there by Bartz. 3-on-2 coming back. Johnson with it wide. Slides one back, but well behind Kirkaby. Now Comstock's going to shoot it. Kirkaby tries the tip. All their shots so far have been from outside. 48 seconds left on the minor to Wilson. Spuds ringing around. Bartz picks it up there. Back to Comstock. Not in a spot where she can handle it for a shot, so it's given back to the sidewall towards Hendrickson, who rips it up.
Good stick by Dronin there.
Good job by her. Picked up again by Bartz. Good job by the Spuds, keeping them outside. Nothing really has happened so far to the negative for Spuds, and nothing great here yet for the Warroad Warriors. Now back to Comstock, who tries to get over to Bartz. Bartz is going to try and shoot it. Kind of fooled there for a second was Crescent, just because she misshot it there. Now Kirkaby with it. Kirkaby drops it off to Comstock. Comstock
We're not putting a lot of pressure on Mitch here.
Nope. Oh, mishandled there. And Brewski's going to clear. The only thing
Didn't mean to interrupt you there.
No, you were perfectly fine, and I totally agree with you. It just was weird because Warroad seemed real content just to stay out there, though, without really trying to any type of movement to get inside the box of the Spuds, who were definitely playing more back on it. Now we're back to full strength. Cassabud's going to send it back in. No shots so far as we've entered 4.5 minutes of the period in a power play by Warroad. Now picked up by Ruley. She comes in. Abby takes a quick shot, and it's blocked there by Crescent. First shot there of the period. Chance to get it out. Salvold does a good job and gets it back out to neutralize. Quick back by Warroad. Coming in. Gets it to Ruley. Knocked off her stick. Cassabud's able to knock her down. Back out towards the other side where Salvold will pick it up. Looking for someone to pass to. Cross ice to no avail, but good enough to get a change for the Spuds as the Corton line will come out now. Sandy now coming up with it. He tries to go in deep, and it ends up on the stick of Skogman. Now there's going to be another penalty here on the Spuds as they're going to be whistled here. I believe it's going to be Bria Holm for a tripping at the 11:34 mark here in the third period. So how many times can you go to the well? And great job by the Spuds so far. It's only the third penalty on them. Obviously only one power play so far for the Spuds, but this will be the third setup here. 11:34 left here in the third period.
Yeah, I'd like to see the Spuds be a little more aggressive on the kill. Not taking themselves out of good position, but just force them a little bit more so they have a little less time to make those plays.
There's another shot, long shot there by Comstock from the outside. Hendrickson now over to Johnson. Johnson back over to Comstock to Bartz. Bartz tries a one-timer to no avail, and Picked up by Kirkaby, who tries to take a little chip shot towards the net.
Like that, just like that.
Yep.
Good job by Ella Holm.
Here comes Casabud. She has a step. No, she turns it back and is saved and eaten up there by the goaltender, Kate Steffens, and she's going to hold on. 128. Nice play there by the Spuds, and a good job of rushing it down the ice for Casabud. So Dronin and Clute on defense. Corton and Lucy Wilson up front. Comstock tries to circle back to get away from Corton. Nice job by Corton there. Picked up now by Hendrickson. She tries to go back out.
Nice forecheck by Corton
Great
here.
job by Corton.
Really putting some good pressure on those D, making them work.
Dronin does a nice job of stepping up as well. Now they try to go down the ice. Kate Johnson now with it on a rush. Off her stick. Good job by Wilson to chip it back off the wall and down.
Lucy Wilson has had a really nice game.
Just a hustle standpoint,
Yeah,
right?
she's really starting to figure out that forward position. Obviously, she moved from D, but she's starting to figure out that forward position pretty well.
Kate Johnson now to Kirkaby, and they finally, there you didn't.
Just as I say that.
Yeah, well, you got to pick up people on the backside when you're playing Warroad because they're not going to just take the easy shot. They're going to look for somebody, and Kirkaby's going to get a big power play goal, and Warroad's going to go up 2-1 here at the 10:18 mark of the third.
And that was just a nice little feed there. I believe it was Johnson that made that feed to Kirkaby in the slot, and she just redirected that puck in, kind of a one-timer.
It was kind of a nice little three-way touch pass there, and nice job by Warroad. Nothing you can do there defensively. Now Brucey coming with speed. She had it on her stick, lost it off, picked up by Warroad. Casabud chips it back in, tried to keep it in, had no choice there to put it back in the zone. LeBon had it for a second, or an attempt at it. Now it's back in deep. As Kaya Sandy will pick it up. She's going back over to the other side. Back over to Sandy, but it's picked up now by Brewski. Brewski tries to battle through, and she still has the puck. Tries to catch LeBon through the middle. No chance there. Actually, it was Johnson to Bartz to Kirkaby.
Okay.
So Bartz actually made the pass across ice, at least the way that they read it here. We can go to the tape, John, and check it out later on in a later part of our life.
Yeah, I wasn't sure who got that, first assist. But
it was just a nice play. But again, we talked about it. You want to stay out of the box against these guys because eventually they're probably going to have a great opportunity to score, and there's nothing Crescent could have done there. It was a good play. Spuds now offense's own face-off, won by the Warriors. Katrina Sandy had it for a second. Long pass, catches Langto. Langto's in. Strami's going to pull her down, and she's going to go in the net. We might have a penalty shot here. Nope, they're not going to give it. They're just going to call the hook there. But I thought she was in the clear on that one. Marvin not happy at all. I'm not sure what he's saying, but everybody in the building probably can hear it but me.
Yeah, Strummy just, obviously was trying to bring her down so she could eliminate, the breakaway, and gave her. It looked like gave her initial hook, and then wasn't getting the results she wanted, and kind of gave her another little hook, and she fell down and slid into the post. Obviously going full speed, but looks like she's okay, which is the most important thing, and back to the box.
Well, it was a nice stretch pass there by the Warriors, and they
right on the tape.
Yeah, she got behind her, and Strami definitely was riding her out. There's no way that I would have probably called it a penalty shot, but you never know. I mean, it was just a good play, and Strami had no choice, and she'll go to the box for two. And once again, third penalty here of the period for the Spuds. One now by the Warriors. Clute had a chance to clear, can't quite get it done. Now to Bartz. Bartz goes over, nice one-timer by Johnson, but definitely well wide. Back out to Comstock. Comstock goes down towards Bartz. Bartz slides it down to Johnson. A little more movement here on the low side so far here by the Warriors, and that's how they scored their goal. And I think you talked about it, putting more pressure on them. they're finally now, you can see them kind of attacking the inside part of that defense by the Spuds. Here's Bartz coming up the ice. Johnson, nice job by her. She tries to slide it, gets chipped back down to her. She goes back to Bartz on the sidewall. To Comstock. Comstock looking to tee it up, but she goes one-timer and a goal to Hendrickson.
Yeah, way too much room on the power play. Spuds are backed off way too much, and I mean, she took that one-timer at the dot, just inside the dot, and Crescent had no chance getting out there. Looks like she got out there, but got deflected in.
Yeah, beat her right through the 5-hole.
Yep.
You know, on that too is that, well, if you're gonna see more stand back, you better block shots, and we had nobody over there at all. So Warroad 3-1 here as they put in 2 power play goals here to start the third. We're about halfway through. Brewski takes it. She takes a shot. Nice save there by the goaltender, Steffens. And right back out to the neutral zone. Now Dronin with it. She tries to catch LeBon. Can't quite do it. And the puck's going to go down the ice. No icing as it chips off of Langto. Good to see her back out there as she went hard into that net. Now Ruley with it. Back over towards Dronin. Was there a second assist on there? Obviously, it was Comstock.
I think it was Bartz on
the other side of the top of the triangle. Yep. So Bartz gets the second assist, top assist there of the Comstock goal by Hendrickson, and it's 3-1, the Warriors. Battle along the wall. Malquist in there. Somewhere in there, I believe, is Lucy Wilson, or at least somebody else along the wall. And it is Lucy. She tries to get away, and Katrina Sandy is able to win the battle up the wall. Spun around there for a second is Hardwick as she couldn't find it, and it goes back behind the net. Still back there, poked out now. And the Warriors able to pick it up there. Loose puck again. And it's a goal! A little mishandling of the puck, and it looks like Salvovold's going to get credit for that one.
Well, just a hard-working goal down low. You know, crashed the net, nothing fancy, but puck got to the net, and Salvovold banged that one in.
3-2 now, and that's a big goal. That puts us right back in the hockey game. Shots 27-14 in favor of Warroad, and a big goal there by Salvovold, and we're 3-2. Face-off won by the Warriors. It goes back to Comstock over to Kirkaby. Kirkaby's going to swing it through. It's chipped off a stick. Icing will be waved off, and we're under 7 minutes here in the third. Swung back around. Good play by Comstock. Johnson back over towards and that'll go. Assist goes to Malquist. She must have put it out there. It was tough to see. It was kind of a pile-up. Got behind the goalie and trickled in. Good job by the Spuds. 6:41 left here in the third.
That'll give them some life.
Yeah, and that should fire you up. I don't know why it would not. So here we go. We got Casabud droning out on D. The line of Corton Krieg and Bria Holm. Swung back around. Top line for Warroad out there as Johnson picks up the puck. Bartz comes back. She gets a stick on it. Now it's on her stick as she comes down on Casabud. She's got Hendrickson behind her. She takes a shot, blocked nicely by Casabud and up into the netting, and we'll have a face-off to the right of sophomore goaltender Taylor Crescent. Both goalies technically have played pretty well. Not as much action down the Warroad, but she's done what she had to do. A little trickler there. I think she might want that one back. But, again, hard work there by the Spuds pays off to get it to 3-2, and Crescent's done a nice job on the other end. The 2 power play goals. Again, maybe the third one went through her, but, again, good setup there by Warroad. Strami's going to rip it around, but it ends up right on the stick of the defenseman, Sandy, who chips it back in.
Yeah, with Hendrickson's one-timer on that PP, it's a hard one to react to. So they've definitely had to practice that one before.
And icing there on the Spuds. Just a step needed to get over the red line and just didn't do it.
But great effort there by the Spuds to make this a one-goal game now, and with 6 minutes left to go on the FCCU scoreboard, I would anticipate a barn burner here for the last 6 minutes.
Well, and just stay out of the box, maybe get a power play, find a way to even it up. Moorhead definitely is deserving to be in this situation, as they played a lot better after the first period. Warriors now with it with Ruley. Ruley slides it back to the defenseman. And it's put back in deep. Ruley along the wall. Trying to get a little help. Malquist in there, so is Strami. Trying to battle for the puck, and it's finally pushed out. Good job by Salvovold to get it back to neutral ice. There's your power play right there. So,
yeah, good effort by Salvovold on the boards. Definitely a check there, maybe out of a little frustration from Langto. She's the one that went into the board or on the breakaway, went into the net, and little frustration perhaps, but nonetheless, Moorhead goes on the power play, the eventide power play, with 5:32 left in the period.
Face-off nicely won by Brewski to Corton. Corton drops it to Brewski. Brewski attacks the net, has the seam, takes the shot. Blocked, I think, by Ella Holm, but she's able to get the puck back. Comstock finds it on her stick, and it goes back out towards Casabud. Casabud making a little room. Johnson harassing her. Poked off her stick by Johnson. Picked up now with a little help from Corton, and the Spuds will come back up the ice. Ella Holm with it now. She's got room. Kirkaby's going to let her set it up. She tries to get by. She gets knocked down. No call there. And the puck comes back out to Corton. Corton gets knocked down briefly, and it goes back out to Bria Holm. Warriors will let them set up a little bit. Now Casabud with the top. She goes ahead and shoots it. There's a rebound sitting there. Nice try by Casabud, but it's knocked out by Hendrickson. She's got to step down the ice. Good hustle by Bria Holm, and she'll get it back for the Spuds, and now Corton picks it up, and the Spuds will come back up the ice. 4:31, 1 minute left here in the power play for the Spuds. Third period action here from the Moorhead Sports Center. Brewski now with it, hustles in, has the puck, tries to go out front. Nobody's there, probably should have held on, but it's blocked now, and here's Lucy Wilson coming in. Wilson with it, stretches it back out towards Dronin. Dronin tries to go in low, Lucy Wilson with it. She has a walk and a step, pinned up against the wall. He's not going to blow the whistle early this time, but it's held on by Stephens. Good job by the referee trying to find the puck. And the Spuds had an opportunity there as Lucy Wilson tries to walk it out from the corner. 4:06 left here in the third period. Shots 27-16 in favor of Warroad. 3-2 on the board. Warroad with a couple of power play goals to get the 3-2 lead. Now the Spuds battling around. Wilson with it. Tries to put it back out front. I thought she tucked one behind her, but it didn't. It bounced off the goalie back to the corner. Dronin now with it back out to Strami. Strami has it, drops it to Dronin. Stick there, good stick by Hendrickson, and she gets it all the way in deep behind the Spuds goal. 9 seconds left here in the power play. Wilson now with it. Dronin jumps up in the play. Wilson still carrying. Gets past the player. Good job by Lucy Wilson. She drops it off to Malquist. She's going to step off, stick in there, and now picked up by Bartz. 3:23, Warriors back at full strength. Bartz comes up the ice, slides it to Langto, goes back to Bartz. Bartz pulls it back. And wide of the net. Strami now, she chips it back up. Bartz slides it back to Sandy, off a couple bodies. And Salvovold chips it down. We're going to go under 3 minutes here, right at the 3-minute mark. What do we got to see here, John? We got 3 minutes left here for the Spuds. Both teams have a timeout.
Yeah, when you're late in the game like this, when you're tired, it's so easy to make mistakes, and so just getting that puck off the glass into the neutral zone, winning races to pucks, winning your battles, all those little details here to finish this game off.
Comstock with it now on center ice. Langto on her stick. She chips it back up the wall down towards the Spud zone. They're going to wave off the icing, and Strami's going to get back down to pick it up. Strami trying to go to home. Here's Krieg. She's using some speed. She gets in, ridden off nicely there by Kirkaby. And Comstock's able to pick it up, back, bounces it off over to Kirkaby. Spun back around, but picked up by Bria Holm. She tries to go out front to Krieg, but nothing there. Warriors are going to rip it down the ice, and that'll get us to the 2:22 mark here, the third. Lucky twos, maybe. 3 twos may equal, well, that equals 6. I don't know if that's going to happen. No,
big face-off here with just over 2 minutes to go here in the period. Spuds make a change.
I think they're going to call a timeout, but maybe I'm completely wrong here. We'll see what happens. No, they're going to go. Wilson's going to center here and see what she can do. Face off one, bounced off the boards there. Blocked there by the Warriors, but picked up by Salvovold. Salvovold dumps it back in. I think at a point you've got to have more possession if you're going to want to try and get a goal. The Spuds got to find a way to get pucks, keep it on their stick, and make a play here as we get under 2 minutes left.
Yeah, nice. or win their battles down low and somehow get that puck to the net. Seems to be more like their
MO today?
Yeah, their MO.
Puck now, deep in the zone. Hendrickson with it, gets it over to Bartz. Bartz is going to slide it up to Johnson. Nice job by Dronen.
Great play by Dronen.
Dronen's going to turn it back up. She's going to cut to the middle, takes a quick shot. Nice laser beam of a shot and a good save there by Steffens. Nice low shot. I liked where she put that, and we'll see now. Looks like the Spuds are going to counter here with Brewski, Corton, Holm. I don't see the goalie coming off, but maybe they'll call in timeout, and there's the timeout signed by Coach Kraft, and with 1:34. The Spuds will talk about it and see what they come up with. And I think that'll give the top line for the Warriors a chance to get a breath, and they'll probably be right back out on the ice.
Yeah, I would imagine.
If I was a betting man well, I don't know that I am, but if I was a betting man, I would go with that. I think you'll see the strength against strength. I would say for the Spuds, not getting too deep here, but I would say it'll be the two Holmes, Corton, Brewski, with Dronen and Kasabut out there. And if I had to bet, it'll be Kirkaby, Comstock in the top line for Warroad. So we'll see who wins here. 1:34 left. Faceoff's going to be big, John. Trying to set up a play here that possibly you can make a play on.
Yeah, obviously winning that draw is very important because – we lose that draw, puck goes down in our end. That kills about 30 seconds of time off the clock, which is very valuable when you're down by a goal. So, all hands on deck for this face-off, that's for sure.
Just a score in here from Section 8, the Roseau, who the Spuds just had a tough game with. I get a little love from good old Jason Remick as he tells me they had a 4-1 win against Brainerd today. So thanks there, Remick. I know you're always on top of all the scores in the state of Minnesota because you don't have anything better to do but to watch the ticker there. But good win there by the Roseau Rams, and Section 8 there scored today 4-1 over Brainerd. So here the Spuds come, and I would have won a lot of money if somebody would have been willing to bet, because I think I'm 11 for 11 on the players that are out there because I didn't count the goalie. Damn it, I could have won more. Oh, well. Here we go. Corton's going to take the face-off against Bartz, and won there by Corton. Nice job by her. Dronen tries to get it through. Now it's the Kasabut. She takes a shot. Big pile up out front. Who's going to get the puck? Still there. Banging around, and it's picked up now by Bria Holm. She goes down to Brewski. Brewski's trying to power her way through. Gets it out to Kasabut. Kasabut gets one. Oh, and it's tipped high in the net. Good job there by Moorhead. Good face-off win by Corton. Good opportunities. Boy, that puck sat there in the slot area for a long time. Both teams battling hard to try and get a hold of it.
A lot of bodies in front of that net.
So Marvin talks to his center and switches a couple people around, puts Comstock over by the wall. Kirkaby out front. This time faceoffs won by the Warriors. Comstock is quick to get to it. Hendrickson chips it back out, and we're back out to neutral ice. 1:07 left here. Picked up by Dronen. Dronen goes to Brewski. Brewski's going to take it, tries to make a play, but she blows a tire. Both Bart's her, and the whole world falls down there. And we're going to have a slashing call on Brewski. might send the Crescent back to the net. She's off the bench, and it looks like that's where she's headed because the face-off will be. I didn't see it. Did you see it?
No,
I saw them both go down, but I didn't. She must have hit her after they went down. I don't know what to say on that.
Yeah, I didn't see the slash, but I did see him collide. I just didn't see that slash.
Looked, I don't know, looked inadvertent there, but gives the Spuds an opportunity to be able to ice it, I guess, to get the puck down there quicker. 46 seconds left. Spuds now with it. Our goaltender for the Spuds is still in the net as it's tied up along the wall. 36 seconds left. Now we have it. 31 seconds for the Spuds. Home got it. The goalie is off. Quick shot and held on by the goaltender. So Lucy Wilson's going to jump out there. We'll play 5-on-5 as the Spuds have a short, with Brewski in the bench and are shorthanded. Now Ella Holmes going to come back out, and Lucy Wilson is going to go back off. So you still have Corton, home, Dronin and Casabut out there, and all the top line players for the Warriors. Dronin had it for a second. Now Johnson circles it back around. Good read by Casabut as she jumps back down in low. Kirkaby trying to clear it, goes into a body. Still down in deep, down to 10 seconds and counting here.
Spuds got to go. They got to go.
Kirkaby trying to ram it. Good poke out of that corner. Is there going to be a chance? Can they get it back out front? Battle in the corner. Loose puck there, and that's going to do it. Good battle there to the end, but the Spuds are going to go down here this afternoon to the top-rated Warriors, 3-2. Good effort by Moorhead. Couple power play goals here in the third, John, and that kind of did them in. And
that was the difference in the game. You know, the penalties and the power play of Warroad Warriors. Getting that third goal on that PP, and I think they had two tonight on the power play for sure.
Both in the third.
Yeah.
War. I was trying to remember the first goal. And I don't believe that. I think that was a 5-on-5.
Yes, it was.
It was. Okay, so that the two power play goals. Good job by the Spuds. I think they came out a little tight and were getting outmanned a little bit early on this game. The shots were 16-2 in the first period and ends up, at least from the board, 27-19, which obviously is a far difference from what we saw. Not a lot of shots here in the third period, except on the power play there by the Warriors, who they just made some good plays. So. Next up for the Spuds, they will take on, I guess you'd say, inner city, not necessarily rival, but I guess we can call them rivals, and they'll take on the Davies Eagles on Tuesday over at the Cullen Center. And they also have a big matchup next Saturday against Andover as they'll come to town, as they're the number one team in AA, I think, at this point. Unless I'm wrong, I think they remained that way. So we're going to have a couple good games again next week. So Spuds go down here 3-2. Final from the Moorhead Sports Center. Hope you enjoyed this afternoon's game and enjoy the rest of your weekend.